Season 2, Episode 3 of 1923 is about 58 minutes long, and this was a very, very well done written episode. I will say that. While the first two episodes took a while to get into and didn't make any sense, especially with the dialogue, in this third episode, we see Alexandra come into New York, go to Ellis Island, and go through the process of becoming an American citizen. She goes through the examination process, and it's just unsettling to see her go through it because she's a woman and, she has that dignity that she wants to keep. But, it's a male doctor, and he's just going right up on in there, and it's just very weird. They find out she's pregnant, and before she goes into the exam, she speaks to another woman who is pregnant and say they kind of send you back if you're pregnant because you have to have two mouths to feed. She goes in to see someone who thinks she's really dumb, but she's not, and basically he accepts her into America. And then she goes and looks around, goes to a newsstand, talks to a gentleman there, gets a map, and goes to Grand Central, where she goes and speaks with the ticket teller and kind of, wanting to go to Montana, but it's not a straight shot. It's 1923. There's nothing direct to Montana. So the ticket teller is telling her what to do, what not to do. Now that you took your money out of your shoes, put it somewhere else, because every pickpocket in here noticed it. And so she's very, on keen, has to know what's going on, what's happening. And basically, I want to say 25, 35 minutes of this episode was just focused on Alexandra, which is fantastic. I don't mind it at all because you don't know what to expect. She's new and she's a tourist. She's looking around and, it's really, really interesting. Then we see Jacob and Zane and the whole crew survive the winter blizzard the night. And Jacob breaks down the wagon to use for fire to get them going and everything. They evidently do find their horses and they make it back to the ranch. Not only that, it's very interesting because you see Elizabeth and Kara kind of get into it. Elizabeth doesn't want to be there because it's not the life she wanted, but she's there for her husband Jack Dutton. And kind of Kara just slaps her and says, hey, you need to woman up and, be here. And she's just getting those rabies shots, the vaccines over and over again. And she can't handle it. And you know that. After a while, the character of Elizabeth is getting really annoying to me. It's like, okay, you're going to pick your life you want in the East Coast in Boston, but you love Jack. And Jack comes back, goes and sees her, sees that she is packing up. He doesn't know what's going on, what's happening, so he's going to get filled in on that. And then we see Zane kind of back at the ranch. The doctor is there because of what happened in the previous episode. And the doctor tells Jacob and Kara that, he has swelling in the brain and we need to put a hole through to relieve it. He's like, we have a drill. The only thing is I don't have anesthesia. So it's like, whoa. So Jacob has to go to Zane and break the bad news to him. And then we see a small, minute clip, a little scene where we see Tanoa Rainwater's father going to the cowboys there in Texas, saying that, listen, hey, we're here. If you want to get off our land, we'll do that and everything. He's like, no, you're fine. And then, of course, you see the sheriff and the priest that are after Tanoa. And then you find out that the marshal that they went to go see finds that the kids that they shot in the previous episode are there. And so then they're being hunted now. And then I didn't expect it, but the last 10 minutes of this is just Spencer Dutton. I mean, it is Spencer Dutton. And we see him driving that truck for that Italian guy. The other Italian that he saved on the ship is with him. There's a roadblock. Can't get through it. The Italian guy goes through it, gets shot and killed, and Spencer's like, he doesn't, he's like, I'm going to do my own thing. And it's just like, whoa, what is going on? Not bad at all. Interesting episode, really forward, but it was forward focused on Alexandra, which was fine. And then at the end, when she's going to get ready to go on her train, she goes to the women's restroom and someone is following her, a weird creepy looking dude. And I feel like it's just really interesting how everything just transpires. and hopefully she gets out of the predicament that she's going to be in, but it's going to be interesting to see how she does so, especially in episode 4. It's an 8-episode season. It's the final season, only 2 seasons of 1923. This was really done. It was well paced. I didn't mind it at all. Give us more. Let's see what happens. It's been said with the synopsis for the upcoming episodes, we don't see Spencer get to the ranch probably until episode 6 or 7. Alexandra probably doesn't see him until episode 7, maybe 8. So who knows what's going to transpire. But the pacing wasn't too bad. It's the journey process. I don't mind that at all. Not a fan when Taylor Sheridan writes every single episode, but he did an okay job with this one, where it was more focused on one person, which is great. And then we got that little tease of Spencer at the end in 10 minutes, and it's like, oh, okay, that's it? I want more Spencer. He's the focus point. I understand Jacob and Kara are. Seeing Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren in a show like this, really, really well done. There are annoying characters, there are fine characters, but the process of everyone trying to get to the ranch, it's like, okay, we're throwing in stories here and there, left and right. And is the showdown at the ranch when Spencer comes back to help only going to be 2 episodes, or is it going to be 1 episode and then that's it? Just have to wait and see to find out. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about Season 2, Episode 3 of 1923. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What did you think about the aspect of the pacing, the story? Did you like this episode better than the first 2 episodes of Season 2? Where do you think things will be going? What episode do you think Spencer will get to the ranch without even seeing further synopsis? Because I know a lot of people have done that, but then, who knows what's going to happen where. And how do you think Season 2 will end, and how do you think it'll progress the story? Even though now we know how the Dutton Ranch goes on for 100 and close to 120 years, and who gets it at the end. How do you think this will progress the story moving forward? Let me know in the comment section about all the questions I just asked. I'm Mr. Filmstock. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you all in the next review video, and be sure you tune in next week to my Season 2 Episode 4 review of 1923.